what's this government doing? They've had 2 years to begin negotiating what Brexit means. And I don't blame the EU leaders sitting around for dinner last night asking Theresa May what your strategy is. And the best you could offer was that we're going to produce a white paper, a white paper after 2 years, and it's only going to be produced after she's hosted a pyjama party for the cabinet in Chequers next weekend. I don't know what's going to go on in this pyjama party. My mind boggles at the very thought of it.
You can all cheer if you like. Happy birthday, NHS. Come on, say it together. Happy birthday, NHS!
Caitlin, you happy? Yeah.
Do you think we are now heading for a no-deal Brexit?
Well, it looks dangerously like that because this government has had 2 years to negotiate, 2 years to at least set out what its position is. They haven't even produced a white paper, and apparently they're only going to do that after the Cabinet's weekend in Chequers next weekend, which is no doubt going to discuss these things. This is getting quite ridiculous. We're looking at July 2018 and the leaving date is March 2019 and they still haven't even produced the white paper.
You're concerned about a no deal. Shouldn't you as Labour leader be campaigning at least to keep us in the single market and the customs union to try and protect the economy?
What we successfully campaigned for was a transition period, and that has now been agreed. That was our position, and we've also said that we would not be threatening Europe by introducing a deregulated economy on the shores of Europe. Instead, we would keep and even strengthen employment regulations and others. And we would also want to negotiate a trade and customs arrangement which protected jobs and kept the supply chains for industries moving on both sides. Airbus, BMW and many others are very concerned about the future, and we're very concerned about all those people that work in those industries and those communities that rely on them.
Is your position on Brexit fixed now, or might you change your mind if circumstances change and there is going to be a no deal?
The referendum happened and it gave the politicians of this country and Parliament a job to do to negotiate a future. Our negotiations would be about working with Europe, about trade with Europe, and about protecting the rights of EU citizens to remain in Britain and also to bring their families here. This government has had 2 years and made no progress at all and keeps on threatening to do special deals with Trump or somebody else which would undermine what is almost half of all of our trade.
What did you make of Dyer's Brexit analysis on television last night, particularly his comments about David Cameron?
Well, it was short and to the point, and Dyer has a very special way of saying things, but he was expressing a frustration that an awful lot of people feel. Dyer is somebody that wants to live in a country that has a degree of equality about it, better than it does now, and he says it like it is. And I must say, I like Dyer a lot, and I do watch EastEnders and I enjoy his acting on that.